Welcome back to Your Darts, where we learn to do dart checkouts in our head. Let's do some more examples of using a formula to help you check out easier. Time for more practice on these big 3-digit numbers. We've got 143, so we're going to have a plan. We throw it at treble 20. What's left from 143? To visualize that, you would add 40. That's that formula for treble 20. Put 40 onto the last two digits. 40 onto 43 is 83. So you've revealed your golden 44 number, your essential two dart finish number. Okay, 83. The two darts for that is treble 17 for double 16. And the miss rule, missing the treble, hitting the big number, it would leave 66. Now we've only got one dart left at 66. I would throw a treble 10, leaving 36, so double 18. Hitting the big 10 would leave 56. So walk that down as much as you comfortably can with your level of expertise at this current time, and it will get better and better the more you do it. It all becomes familiar, right? But on our very first dart, let's just investigate missing the treble 20. Hitting the big 20 would leave 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we've got two darts left. Let's put that there. Now what should we do? Let's see if we should throw out treble 20. So the formula, you put 40 onto 2, 3 this time. So 63. Now I've got one dart left for 63. Now it doesn't jump at me straight away, but what you could do, there's two dart finish for 63, which I've taught on the Golden 44 videos, and these are the ones you've got to go learn. So it would be treble 13. It's the first dart indicator. 63. Treble 13, get a bit of colour. 4 double 12. Okay, they're run down in numbers as well, 12 and 13. And they're all not quite opposite each other, but close, kind of. Anyway, so because hitting the big 13 would leave you 50. Okay, and if you've got two darts, you'd go for bullseye with your last dart. And if you've only got one dart and you hit 13 instead of treble 13, it still leaves 50 when you come to the board, so a manageable number to take out. So you absolutely can do that. But with our first of our two darts on 1, 2, 3, if we threw for treble 19, the formula for that is to add on 43, not 40. If you can't, onto 23 in this case. If you can't see that, just put 40 onto 23, so 63. We've already done that. Add 3 more on, 66, and you've got one dart left. It's quite easy. It's easier for me to see that. I would go treble 10 for double 18. I've already just gone through that. Hitting the big 10 would be 56. But it's kind of what you want. I mean, looking at that, I might well, go treble 20 now, because I would go treble 13 for double 12. I like double 12, so I would do that. And also, it's just easy to put the 40 formula on than the 43. It's not hard 43, but it's just a tiny little wrinkle in the road, and we want to keep it as smooth as possible. But anyway, that's my mindset when I'm looking at 143. I'm not really thinking about 143 at all. I'm just thinking about hitting treble 20 and learning 83. Okay, so far these are the golden 44 numbers revealed. 83. That'll be what you'd have to learn. 63, 66. These are all numbers on the golden 44. Okay, go away and learn them. Okay. Number 144. Big number, but it's really easy when you carve it up with this formula. So throwing at treble 20, what's left from 144? Add 40 onto the last two digits of this number. So onto 44, 84. Such a simple thing. When I stumbled on this, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, just how it made life easy. You've got two darts left to take out 84. It's a golden 44 number. You'll know it instantly if you learn those. Treble 20, double 12. Hitting the big 20, so this miss rule, assuming you may well miss the treble and hit the big number, it would leave 64. You've got one dart left at 64. I think most people go treble 16 for double 8. Hitting the big 16 again, we have to assume that, and that would leave 48. So to work out that, you just take 20 off 64, 44. Of course, you got to add 4 more on because it's 16, not 20. It will leave 48 when you come back. All right. So what happens? I'll just tidy this up. So what happens in our first dart if we miss the treble? So this miss rule we can use on most things. Of course, we might hit it. Take 20 off. 144. 1, 2, 4. Now with 1, 2, 4, and I've got two darts left. So never forget how many darts you've got left. Two darts left. I'm going to still add on this. I'm going to throw at treble 20. I'm going to just add 40 onto 2, 4. It would leave 64. Remember, you got one dart left. So you do the sort of repeating yourself really. And you do find that happens. treble 16, when hopefully double 8 when you come back to the board if you hit your treble 16, and of course practicing for hitting this 16 and leaving 48 when you come back to the board. So keep it simple, walk it down slow. If that's too much for you, just know the process of adding the 40 when you throw in treble 20 for your first start onto the last two digits. That's what I'm trying to get at right now. And then of course with practice and experience, then you'll be able to keep cancelling it down further and further. Okay. Number 145, big scary number, but we can take this out, take it slowly. Treble 20 for our first start. What's left from 145? You would visualize 40 onto the last two digits. So 40 onto 45. You've just revealed what you need to take out. You revealed 85. Okay, there's a couple of ways to do that. Treble 15, which is 45 for double 20. Hitting the big 15 would leave, so you could hit this big 15, put that into your practice routine. It would leave 70. And I've got one dart. I'm going to go for treble 10. For double 20 again. Okay, here the big 10 would leave 60, but if you hit the top of the board, and many people do, and you prefer this sort of area, and you got one dart at 70, you can throw at treble 18 for double 8. Hitting the big 18 would leave 52. Okay, the second way to take out 85 is treble 19, so you might prefer that because treble 19 is arguably the second most common treble we throw at, right? For double 14, hitting the big 19 would leave, hitting around here, would leave 66. You got one dart left, so you're going to go treble 10 for double 18. That's how I would take out 66. Okay, just clean this up a little bit, but take it slowly, take it at your own pace. Hopefully that makes sense. Now for our first dart, we're throwing at treble 20. We have to assume we may also miss it and hopefully hit the 20. You might hit anything, and you would take 20 off 145, 125. But I've got two darts left. What should you do? Should you throw at the center of the board? Maybe. Throw at 25, leaving 100. And then, so you may well throw at 25 here. Hit that, would leave 100. Throw at treble 20. Come back to double 20 when you come back. I think I'd probably throw at treble 20 again. Okay. So I've got two darts at 125. Let's work out what that would be. Put 40 onto 25. It would leave 65. I've got one dart left at 65. So again, I'm probably going to go for 25. For double top. 40 and 25 is 65. Okay, so there's all sorts of ways to take these numbers out. It's quite good to and sometimes, you know, as players we go a certain way and we don't really break it down like this. It's quite good to see it, but I think I would go that way. So that's how to take out 145. Not thinking of what about 145, you're thinking about 85. You know, add that 40 onto that 45 and you're taking out 85. The last number of the day, number 146, treble 20 with our first dart. We're adding 40 onto the last two digits to find out what's left and what we need to throw out with our two darts. It would leave 86. Okay, that's your golden 44 number. Only one major way to throw out 86 I know of, and that's treble 18 for double 16. Hitting the big 18, so practicing for the miss, it would leave 68. You've got one dart left at 68. Again, I would throw a treble 16. Which is 48. You need 20 more, so it's double 10. Okay, hitting the big 16. So you got 68. Take 20 off 68, 48. Add 4 more on, it'll be 52 when you come back. Okay, I hope all that made sense. Now let's just clear that up. So we may well miss treble 20 for our first dart and hit the big single 20. Take 20 off 146, so 126. Got two darts left. Let's investigate throwing at treble 20. Is it worth doing that? You would add 40. Lots of practice. Always good practice, isn't it? 40 onto 26, 66. Yep, I like that. I've got one dart left at 66. It's dead easy for me to see it. Treble 10, double 18. Hitting the big 10 would be 56. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So again, just echoing what I've said in the previous videos, you're not really learning the 146 or any other examples today. You're learning to throw at treble 20, take out 86 in this case, okay, adding that 40 on to the last two digits, taking out 86. And so you've gone away. I've learned the golden 44. I know 86 when it comes up. I know 66 when it comes up, okay? These are all the numbers on the golden 44. Go learn those. So it makes life so much more easy. So I want to thank you for watching. Coming next time, more examples of using this formula. and just helping us out as much as we can. We want as much help on this crazy hard game of darts. We'll be also covering board management, finding out which is the best treble to go for these different numbers. But again, thanks a lot. Take care for now.